marketing and promotion. That's independent. You are independent. You can't say you are independent because you are unsigned.
Yeah, I know.
The opposite of unsigned is not independent. Independent means affording. I'm independent. I don't need a record label. I don't need anything or anyone to back me up. That's being independent. Stop.
It's in the word.
Stop
though,
misusing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's in the word.
In the word.
But a lot of.
Welcome to the master class. Welcome to the master class. Yo, you don't even have to ask. You're all welcome to the master class as we hatch the past, present while we craft.
Back at it like crack addicts. You know what time it is. This time we outside, baby. What's good, Rashid? You nice?
Episode 45, and we don't shoot blanks.
Shoo! I love the fact that we're outside, my dog.
We're outside. We actually.
This is crazy. It's nice.
In my hood, this is Togoza.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? The shit you're seeing in the background is organized by DJ Dollar, one of the homies I grew up with.
Big shout out to
Togoza
DJ
1426, and I see Nyaka Lontuping, former professional basketball player. He was representing South Africa at a national level. You know what I mean?
He's out.
And we have Klompo Mkwena, another homie I grew up with, the owner of Wing Republic.
Shout out.
Yeah, he's here right now.
But they've got a few Wing Republics.
Yeah, he's got a few.
Right.
Pretoria, Durban, Florida Road, Braamfontein and Joburg. Shout out to Klompo.
Alright, big shout out to the homies out in Togoza. We're gonna come to your hood as well, you know what I mean? Soon, hopefully.
Invite us.
It looks like
wherever
we're outside.
you are. We're back outside. Invite us.
For sure, and we're trying to come to Durban, Cape Town, you know, Bloemfontein,
Pretoria, Mafikeng, Bloemfontein. Just invite us, we'll show up.
And if you're outside the country, we can come to you too.
For sure.
We can shoot wherever we want.
No doubt.
Yeah, man, but I like the setup, yo. So it's like hip hop all night, all day.
100% hip hop, you know, like real hip hop, not your average hip hop.
Word.
Like real hip hop. You're not gonna hear little what here.
Let's talk about that for a few minutes before we move on.
Yeah.
Difference between real hip hop, what you call real hip hop, and like just hip hop.
It's just the name. Real hip hop refers to boom bap, lyricism, that head nodding.
Why is that referred to as real rap? Because you can say little what. He says he's rapping too, you know what I mean?
He is rapping, I'm not denying that. I'm saying
but then
the
why
term
is that not
real hip hop. Yeah?
Why is that not real hip hop? Like why is it? Because it makes it feel like the guys who are not boom bapping now become fake hip hop.
There's always been that shit. It's not about old and new. Even back then, Will Smith was not regarded as real hip hop.
Facts.
You know, it's not kids are gonna say, oh, you're saying it's not real hip hop because you old. No, Will Smith is old and is not real hip hop. There's a lot of old niggas from back in the day who were not real hip hop. It's not a new thing.
Will Smith was actually called soft by other hip hop artists.
He was soft
because he never used to swear. Really,
it's not about swearing. It's not about swearing. Swearing doesn't make you hard.
Facts.
Proverb never swore, but it was hard as fuck on his rhymes.
Word, that's hard facts. But I guess because it was Will Smith, they see him as soft, right?
It's the content, what you're rapping about.
I hate the fact that you guys want to define what's real hip hop and what's not. It's crazy.
It's not us. We found it here. We found the culture here, and we're not gonna change the script. It's like
we're gonna have to tweak it a bit. Times have changed, dog.
The Bible has never been changed. It's never edited. You're not gonna add your own verse or your own chapter.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
But it has been rewritten, dubbed in different languages.
Yes.
So that changes.
Translated, but it's still the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the difference.
People have always been complaining about a lot of things, but they remain.
Facts, I hear you. All right, real hip hop heads.
You know what I'm
over
saying?
The fake hip hop heads.
Original backpackers.
Yo, Betsy. Buying a Tupac t-shirt don't make you hip hop.
It doesn't. You know,
that's that hip hop.
You can buy that Tupac shirt for TikTok.
Yo, before we get the class into session, big shout out to Solicto Gin as usual.
Solicto,
we gotta see you there.
Our major sponsor there. Shout out, holding us down.
Raw Beats also in the Krizash.
Raw Beats, get them locals, man. Our equivalent of Beats by Dre. Raw Beats, local.
I was telling a homie of mine that I actually don't want to wear clothes that are not made by people I know anymore. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to rock.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a shit about Nike and Adidas and all like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want to put on Injayam that makes
Cash
t-shirts.
Clothing,
You know what I mean?
local
Cash
like
Clothing,
a motherfucker.
That's local too.
That's local.
Shout out OB, man. R.I.P. OB.
You know.
You know what I mean? But this match though, right
Even
here,
today, my sneakers is local, dog. my
you got the boots hand on?
No, I got the Batu personalized Rashid K. You know, I'm local like a motherfucker. shout out to
man.
Batu.
That's how we roll. So even if you're trying to sponsor us, we're looking at them more than we're looking at like the big corporate cats, dog. We're not really, you know. So big shout out to them. Big shout out to Via as well. Got my Vias out today. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Man.
Shout out to Via. Homie stays Mngati section.
Okay.
You can walk to his house.
Yeah, let's pull up.
Yeah.
Pull up.
You know what I mean?
My hip hop week, right?
How was it like?
Yeah,
how was it like?
It was dope. I'm still like recovering from dope parties that have been happening, like dope events that have been coming through hip hop wise. Shout out to Trusted SLK yet again. They held it down with Velvet Sundays.
Yeah.
That was really dope. But what I really wanna like, what's on my mind today, right? I was watching an interview. Leo from the guy that the Universal guy, man.
Yes.
Not Leo. Who's the like CEO of Universal? I forgot his name now.
Yeah.
But him. He was talking, right? And the interviewer asked him, like, how did they get Universal to be Universal today for young people? And he said all they had to do, they already had Def Jam. Then they acquired two more. I think it was two more. The Cash Money. They bought Cash Money.
Yeah.
And then they bought one more black entity that was quite big. And he says by
universally, not UMGSA.
No, the big Universal, not this one.
Universal.
the real one. The one Drake signed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he said that from getting those three acquisitions, those three labels that were black owned, they had 80% of the music market share amongst young people in the world just by getting three black record labels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's the same as if Ambitious could come and sign all the small little companies that have record labels, they could become their own Universal if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
All of them. Ambitious,
they
Sanal, musician.
They can. If they could put pride aside and egos aside and come together, they can.
But okay, cool. What does that say to you though when you realize something like that? That it really don't take much for, and I'm gonna say it, white people to capitalize off our culture, dog.
Yeah, they can. Even it's money at the end of the day. The guy who started BET sold it to them white niggas.
Word,
for
Viacom.
Yeah, sold it to Viacom for like 2 billion or something. You know what I'm saying? So BET, Black Entertainment Television, is no longer that black in terms of content.
It's not really, yeah.
And it's not original. It's not serving the purpose it was supposed to serve originally.
So what was it supposed to be, like a Much I Love, where it's like content about people on the ground, and then now they've just
it was
lost
supposed
what?
to be about black entertainment. Like
gotcha.
the name says it
playing
all.
music videos, black only, promoting
Black music, black sitcoms,
awards,
black movies, black. You know what I'm saying?
festivals, all that type of shit.
That's why there's always an uproar whenever a white artist is nominated for the BET Awards.
Because he's not black.
Because BET is black entertainment. It's in the name. Speaking of BET, what's your take? I saw Lil Nas X complaining that he's not nominated at the BET Hip Hop Awards. So, is he not nominated because he's gay or because he's not hip hop?
He's definitely not nominated because he's gay. You know what I mean? It's not that. It can't be because he's gay, because there are gay artists who are nominated.
Yeah, and who've been nominated
before
like
and won.
Your Frank Ocean.
You know what I mean? Even I think Azira Shad is up for something as well.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Openly gay. That's fine. Like I think for me, it's more of the fact that the community, us, me and you, real hip hop.
When you say the community, it has a different meaning now.
The culture.
No, I'm saying when you say the community.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that community.
No, not.
I'm talking about the hip hop.
The hip hop
fraternity.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't look at a guy like Lil Nas and think
he's hip hop.
He's hip hop. And that's mainly the biggest issue. You know what I mean? When I think about it now, is he hip hop?
He needs to be clear, because the last time he was complaining that he's not nominated at the Country Music Awards.
Because he has one country song.
Yes, for that country song, it was big, I know, but white Americans snapped him. You know, now he's back to being hip hop, and now he's complaining.
Yeah.
We knew dude as a country singer.
I mean, he came out like that,
He
right?
came out,
Homie had
excuse the
Miley
pun.
Cyrus' dad.
He came out, excuse the pun, as a country singer.
He did, nigga. He
Yeah.
did. But then after that, he dropped a few songs which can be regarded as
As a
pop.
yeah,
Not
pop.
hip hop. Pop. Like
Yeah,
popular
that
shit.
that Doja,
Featured
that Doja Cat
Doja,
kind of hip hop.
Feature like a Jack Harlow.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Big song, but it's a popular song. It makes me ask what you're asking me, Doug, is that when you look at someone like Bring It Home, right? Locally.
Yeah,
Someone like AKA or Younger Chief, best example actually. They would rather now be known as pop stars more than hip hop stars. Because there's, I don't know, is there more money there? But you know what I mean? Like, Homie's got a whole album becoming a pop star.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
AKA
think-
says it in his bars that he wants to be a pop star.
Yeah, I think musicians can be whatever they want to be,
Okay.
but they shouldn't confuse us, especially me who works at the Sahas. You
Okay.
know, I know you hip hop in terms of lifestyle, but don't submit an R&B album or an Afro pop album to the SA Hip Hop Awards because the album is done by Gemini Major. You know, if the album is not hip hop, we know you're hip hop, but your music is not hip hop. It happens with a lot. We've had a lot of those in the past where we've had Shoma Josie submitting. When we listen, this is not a hip hop album. This Java album. This is not a hip hop album. We're not saying you're not hip hop. We're saying your music is not hip hop.
Would you say it's more Afro soul, Afro pop,
Afro soul,
with Java?
Afro
'Cause
pop with Java.
The argument with Java always comes up. Is he hip hop too? Like, you know, Lil Nas, should he be
is.
nominated?
Java,
in the hip-hop
Java
category?
as a person, he's hip hop. He can rap.
He can trap out, he can do it all.
but his project, what he puts out,
is not
is not hip hop.
what
Yeah.
you would call
We've
real
never
hip hop.
we've never said Java is not hip hop. We've never said Shoma Choice is not hip hop. But we listen to
I do.
them.
I say it all the time.
Yeah?
I say Show My Choice is not hip hop, but it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, but
neither here nor there.
when we listen to their music, we say this is not hip hop music.
That's true. But for me, I also feel like they just want to be pop stars either way. That's where the money
It's cool,
at, right?
it's
That's
cool,
where you
it's
top
cool.
the charts. You're on the radio. You're on TV. Music videos is a movie.
That's
You're
cool.
on YouTube.
That's
fucking it
cool.
up.
Pop star. You can with any genre. You can be a pop star. Pop means popular. You
That's
can
all.
be pop with hip hop. You can be pop with rock. You can be pop with Maskandi. You know, pop means popular. You know, if you
Means
wanna
radio and TV kinda.
if you wanna cross over and be listenable and accessible to everyone across the board, that's being pop. That's
That's what
being
it is.
popular. It's cool. It's cool to do that. That's commercial. Yeah,
So
it's
when you're
cool
getting
to
sync
do
deals,
that.
your songs are playing on adverts, KFC adverts, and all.
Yeah.
You're a pop star.
Yes.
That's what the homies want. They're tired of this hip hop thing. But see, aguna mali in hip hop, so they said, fuck it. I'm gonna do some pop music. You know what I mean?
Maybe Aguna Mali in rap, but in hip hop, what we're doing is hip hop.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Maybe
It's
Aguna
not
Mali
just
in
that.
rap. Niggas must think beyond
Rapping,
music.
for sure,
There's
man.
a lot you can do with this hip hop shit.
Yeah, man. Look at niggas. Prime examples with Jay-Z, Nas.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about the music
They
anymore,
don't have
man.
to rap.
For shit.
Yeah.
Can retire and still be nice with it.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, let's get the class in session, bros. Ring the bell, please. Yo, what's on your mind? What's on your hip hop week looking like?
I'm sure you've seen this topic, you've heard it a couple of times before. People talking about being independent, being signed, this and that and the third. So the topic for today is to sign or not to sign.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your take? Tell me what you think. I'll give you what I've seen.
I'm saying a lot of artists are misusing the word independent.
Okay.
You know, you can't be independent if you're broke. Independent means affording to pay for PR, your own PR, to pay for your own studio time, mixing and mastering, marketing and promotion. That's independent. You are independent. You can't say you are independent because you are unsigned.
Yeah, I know.
The opposite of unsigned is not independent. Independent means affording. I'm independent. I don't need a record label. I don't need anything or anyone to back me up. That's being independent. Stop.
It's in the word.
Stop
though,
misusing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's in the word.
In the word.
But a lot of guys. So, who you working with? Who you? No, I'm independent.
But you ain't doing shit.
They mean I'm unsigned. In other words, they mean
I don't have
yes,
a deal. Or
I don't have a deal. It doesn't mean you're independent.
So when you're independent, let's put it this way, right? New artist, I meet Rashid, you ask me, I tell you, no, I'm independent because I record at my own place. I pay for my own studio time.
You can
I've got everything I need.
If you're independent, what do you need me for?
You don't need a nigga for anything, really.
No, I'm saying niggas will approach you. Yo, I need this. Please help me with this and that and that.
Yeah.
You know, I need some PR. I need some airplay. I need some this and that. So who you working with? I'm independent.
But wouldn't you regard that as him using his independence to try to get something by coming to you, Rashid, and say, help me with this? That's me using my independence to try to
If you're
get
independent, you're not going to ask for help. You're going to pay for services. You're going to say,
pay for services.
yes,
we spoke about
we spoke
that.
about
Episode,
that.
whatever.
Yeah, we spoke about that. If you're independent, you're not going to be asking for favors. You're going to be paying for services and say,
I got you.
Yeah,
got you. It's in the money. It's about the money.
Yeah, it's in the money.
So as long as I'm still getting favors, I'm not independent. So if I come record at your studio, and then because you're my friend, that doesn't make me an independent artist.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Just unsigned. Is what you're saying.
If I'm getting free beats from DJ Malefactor, and I'm always asking for favors from Malefactor, I'm not independent. You know, I'm a struggling artist who's going around asking for favors.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
And I agree, but I also don't agree. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like when you say looking for favors, me asking for a favor as an independent artist is work. I'm working.
No, you asking for a favor as an unsigned artist doesn't make you independent.
And then
it means you are unsigned and a struggling artist. You know, there's artists who are not signed who can go to DJ Malefactor and say, here's 500 for a beat. Here's another 500 for studio time. That motherfucker is independent.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
You know what
so
I'm
if
saying?
he comes and he does the same thing but no money.
Yes.
That's what? That's a favor. That's not independence.
That's not independence. If
real.
you're asking for favors, please promote my music. Please, I need PR. Like, but you're not
doing anything.
You're not doing anything
or paying for it.
Yes.
Then you're not.
So yes, then you're not
I
independent.
see it.
So when it comes to an artist like that, my question goes to you: to sign or not to sign?
To sign. Look, I'm gonna just speak about something I was speaking to Lucas Raps about.
Yeah.
Past week on the show, and he's now on the Def Jam, right? Shout out to him. Shout out to Def Jam as well.
Yeah.
But we like sort of off air spoke about the journey for him from the independence to signing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it sort of made me realize that it's a two-way thing. Like, you can do both. I don't think there's anything wrong with signing, but there's also nothing wrong with not signing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. If you can afford not to sign,
don't
then
sign. But
do it.
Also, if also your music career gets to a place where signing is your best option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can be independent, having done this thing, drop 10 albums, now they want to sign you. And that's the time to sign, because now you can come with your own conditions. They want you again. So you can come and you see, I want a deal like this. I'm coming with my company. I'm bringing artists. I want to work with this producer. You can come on your terms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's only once you've worked hard at it. But if you're still signing and you haven't really done much, it doesn't benefit you to sign. But it will one day.
And another thing, let me add. Having money, being independent, doesn't mean you don't have to sign.
No.
You can have money like Casper. He still needs Universal. You can have money like Oskido and Kalawa. They still need Universal. You know, it doesn't mean that, okay, now I have 100,000. I don't need these motherfuckers. No, you need them.
You definitely need them.
You definitely need
If you
them.
look at it, especially in our country, no?
As an entry point, being independent, it's cool. If you have 100K, 200K, you can be independent for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you need these. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Up, you know what I mean? Shout out to Ntwana Shay Sam.
That's positive.
Why I've seen this, and I think it's part of the South African hip hop culture as well.
Yeah.
We're seeing it a lot lately. Is artists who are very talented wait a long time to sign. Is it because we've created a stigma that signing is not a good thing? Like Stogie T just signed, Reason just signed with Caesar just signed with Warner. You know what I mean?
Warner Brothers.
But like these guys are guys that have been in the game for decades, bro. You know what I'm saying? They should have and could have signed coming into the game because we all knew they were sick when they came into the game.
Yeah.
But they chose not to, and then eventually they did. Why do you think that happens? We don't have that many young artists who sign from the bat. You know what I mean?
A lot of artists, like new artists up and coming, they only rely on the music. They're like, I'm dope as fuck and I'm gonna blow up in 2 years or less. And then they realize 5 years or 10 years later, they still dope, that this shit is not happening. It's not like
takes too long.
Yes. It's not like we don't know Ginger Trill. We know Ginger Trill. We know he's dope. You know,
Good.
we've known Lucas Raps. We know a lot of niggas that are dope. But they're not pushed down our throat
Yeah.
because they're not with these labels.
For sure.
You know,
Yeah.
now you're gonna start hearing a Reason. I don't know, you're gonna hear Reason or Sizwe. But
both.
you're gonna hear that dude on radio and you're gonna see him on TV every day now. You know, that's gonna grow his brand. It's gonna get more bookings, more royalties,
Yeah,
more. You
That's
know,
how it
he's
works,
gonna
bro.
become a pop star.
Yep.
You know, that's how it works. And they had to be in the game for long to understand that. You know, a lot of new niggas be like, you see a lot of them on Facebook, Twitter. No, I'm not signing, I'm independent. Independent with what? What makes you independent?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
the thing, because I was asking you what the problem is, and I just
The
think maybe it's
problem-
overconfidence, dog. Like we think we're really that
no,
good.
the problem is stories that we see. The Zaharas, the MTs, the Fifi Coopers. But we see one side of the story. Nobody has ever posted a contract.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever posted a contract. You know, so you go there as an audience, as fans, we always take the artist's side.
Of course, not the label.
Yeah, and say, yo, they fucking the
Because
artist
that's our
up.
favorite person. We don't know
Yes,
the label
that's
like
our
that.
favorite. But we've never seen his or her contract. Immediately and automatically, we're taking his side and
and
say,
we're hating on the label.
hey, fuck this label. They're ripping so and so off. But we
don't
don't
know.
know the full story.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
you are ignorant as hip hop heads.
Yeah.
I think, like I always say, always encourage homies to read a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't swaff your contract. You know what I mean? Check it out.
And don't let those stories make you don't want to sign.
Exactly. And also, like, you're not as good as they say you are. You're not as bad as they say you are. You know what I mean? So sometimes I just feel like homies think that they've got this.
Yeah.
So someone will approach you trying to sign you, and you don't see the value in what they could do to take you somewhere else.
Yeah. And
You're
we're
just
not
like, fuck it, I can do it.
and
I'll
we're
do it.
not even pushing artists to one direction. There's people who've been signed for years, but they still not popping.
Yep.
There's artists who popped without being signed. So it can go either way. You know, we're not gonna tell you, okay, you must sign or you must not sign. You know, because if we have to quote and use references, we can give a lot of artists who made it without signing, and we can give you a lot of artists who didn't make it even after being signed.
1000%. I mean, like, for me, a good example is someone like Chance the Rapper.
Yeah,
Popped and won a Grammy of SoundCloud, but eventually he had to. He had to jump onto some bandwagon. You know what I mean? To make sure that his product just gets better and better and
Yes.
better. These people are helping you do what you should be doing for yourself if you're independent, but they're giving you the skrilla. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So here's
Yeah.
another question I wanted to ask based on to sign or not to sign. And this is just when you've signed and you're in. When does the label drop you? What
Well-
has to happen for the label to be like, you know what, bro, you owe us money, you out?
When you're not making a profit anymore, when you can't even break even, then you're not useful to the label.
So you're not gigging, you're not making music, you know what I mean? You're just
You're
not
not-
even relevant. Then they let you go.
You know what I'm saying? If you wanna be independent, you must do it very well. You know what I'm saying? For example, let me make an example. A label could have made $1 billion out of Michael Jackson. If Michael Jackson is signed for 20%, that's 200 million for Michael Jackson.
If they
You
make
know-
a billion, yeah.
If they make $1 billion, that's 200
200 more
million
for
for
him.
Michael Jackson. You know, you're not gonna say, I don't wanna get signed. You can be independent and make 100,000, you know, and take it all.
Oh, it's yours.
And take it all.
You don't have to pay no one, no
Yeah.
DJs, no producers.
You know,
Yeah, cool.
yes.
But what else is
Like
gonna
I
go
said
after that?
before, 10% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
Yep.
You know, you cannot say, yo, I own my masters, but you're not making shit
There's
out of
no
it.
money coming out, and then when you do sign, they can be like, yo, let's take your masters, and then we put you all over the world, man.
Yeah,
Get
we-
your shit out there. You'll be
Yeah.
the next Drake if you. They
Yeah.
can do that for you. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
It's how it works, bro.
It's not dumb to do that. It's not dumb to sign for a 10 or 20% with the major or with the record company, as long as it's gonna make more than your 100%.
I hear you. Let's talk some figures, some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before we get to the free period.
Yeah.
If I'm independent, I'm an independent artist.
Yeah.
And starting out, you know what I mean? Month to month, to promo and to make music, how much do you think it should cost me? 1 month. How much am I gonna spend on my talent and my music? And I'm independent, like so I'm taking my money to go pay for services.
Yeah,
How much do you think I need, roughly?
100K.
A month?
Yes.
Noise, dog. You don't need 100K. Why? At Lipa.
Because you need to be, you need to push like you signed. You need to,
Yeah, I get
you,
that,
You
but-
need to push on the same level with the artist that's signed by a major. When Jay-Z dropped his first album, he was
independent.
unsigned. He was independent, but he had the loot.
Which we know where that came from.
Yes, we know where that came from. But he could compete with Def Jam artists equally.
Yeah, got you.
You
Which
know,
he did.
He was competing with Nas and Notorious B.I.G. on the same level.
Big all those cats were side
Yes,
cats.
that's independence.
I hear you. So you need 100K, you say?
You need 100K.
Yeah, I thought maybe it would be roughly, let's say 20 blocks. You know, if I have 20.
20 is young.
Why? How much is studio time these days?
20, that's what you pay for a PR company.
Facts. And they
You
take
still
all
you,
of it.
you need a radio tour. You need to fly to Cape Town, to Durban, to Eastern Cape, to Mafeking, to Bloemfontein, doing radio interviews. You know, that's
stuff,
money.
And that stuff is stuff that the label would have been doing for you if you were signed.
Yes, if you were signed. That shit must come out of your pocket. The flight tickets, the hotel accommodation, food, everything. When you get to Cape Town, the Ubers, everything must come out of your pocket. You know,
Yeah,
you need
so
at least 100K.
So you can be on the same level.
So you can
as
be
someone.
on the same level with someone who's signed.
Wow, that's a lot of money for an artist, man. Like, yo, where do you call up? Where do you even fucking look for 100K? You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
almost, I think, wild, bruh. 100K.
Yeah.
I mean, the pod doesn't even make 100K like that, dog.
Don't
You know what I mean?
expose us. Don't expose us.
We want 100. We want road to 100,000 a month. Since we're dropping a tape every week, too.
Yeah, there's a heart with a $sign. Click on it and donate. We need this 100K.
Yeah, but you must start from 350.
Yeah.
I see some people also donating, so that's really cool.
Yeah, people
really
been donating. Shout out and thank you so much. We need it.
Yeah, man. Before we close up, to sign or not to sign, right? We
Yeah.
both decided that there's no answer to that question.
There's no answer to that question.
It's about you, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is now.
But if you're, like I said, if you're unsigned and you're a struggling artist, you are not independent. It's wise for you to sign. But if you unsigned and you have a budget, you can compete with Sony and Universal and Warner Brothers, then you can stay independent. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get. If you got the money.
If you got the money.
If you got the money and the quality in music, because that always counts, man. You guys must make sure that your music is shit hot. Don't be dropping music for the sake of dropping it. Like, make sure that it works, because that's the first step to even having a sign or not to sign conversation.
You know what I mean?
How good is your music, though? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can comment in the section. Let us know what you think. Should people sign? Or
you already know what I think.
Should you sign or not sign, my G?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's get into the free period one time. Hey, who we got today on the free period, rapper-wise, though?
Rapper-wise, we got, what's his name? Vin Qualiva.
Vin Qualiva.
Vin Qualiva.
Yup, when I saw the name, I had to go Google the boy.
Yeah, Vin Qualiva.
I like Vin.
I like Vin too.
I like Vin.
You know?
I like the music videos.
Yeah.
Like, I think he shoots them quite nicely as well. I didn't think that he was an artist that would, you know, based off the last conversation that we speaking about.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think he's unsigned. I think he's independent.
He's independent.
You can
he's
see.
doing his video, top quality music, well mixed, well mastered, top quality.
Yeah, and I'm sure labels are gonna start coming at you.
Yeah.
Once you start producing that kind of stuff for yourself. So I was very impressed with Vin, dog.
I was impressed
Brand new
too.
artist for me. I never heard of him.
And we found him on the comments as well. So
shout out to Vin.
Keep dropping those YouTube links. We'll find you for the free period feature.
Word. While we're on the free period, quickly wanted to find out from you, what's your take on the come up game in South Africa right now? Like the up and comings. What do you think of the up and comings?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I've been to Maboneng, Braamfontein, and I've seen lineups where there's no big name artist, and it's packed and they killing the shit. I've been to Durban Bed Center and it's packed and they killing the shit. I'm sad. Right now we're busy working on Back to the City lineup.
Word.
And these niggas on my team don't know these niggas.
Of course they don't.
You know, so I have to convince them, like,
Play
yo,
them
this
some music.
kid is hot, yo.
He's
Hey,
fire.
but yo.
But do they know though? Do they know some of the hot come up kids? You know what I mean?
I have to put them on. I have to put them on.
It's crazy because also I feel like what's happening in South African come up right now.
Yeah.
The come up game, I don't really think they care about the media as much as they should.
Yeah.
Or as the OGs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they push their shit on social media and that's it. And they're huge. The guy we spoke about last week, Baby Days. I said
Baby Days.
Baby Days has got a huge following, doggy. After
Yeah.
we spoke about him, so many people hit me up like, yo, you didn't know this kid? You didn't know? And I'm thinking, where will you guys even find? And then go on social media and you see the numbers, man.
You know what I
They
mean?
tell a different story. And I'm seeing that for a lot of these come up homies, you know?
No, it's gonna happen. If we put niggas on the podcast, I put niggas on radio, you put niggas on radio. So it's a matter of time before they make Back to the City or they make Hip Hop Sundays. These platforms are gonna open up for them.
Yeah, at least.
Because they eventually they're gonna be everywhere.
Now, 1000%. I hope you see in the ciphers. We got the ciphers up. We dropped episode 1. Eh?
Yeah, episode 1.
Froze.
Yeah, every Tuesday. It's happening, man.
We're rapping.
Rapping.
Real rap.
Yeah, real rap, man. Like bars. If you're into that real hip hop shit, check out our channel every Tuesday at 2 p.m.
Let's talk about some producers.
Producers, we have our very own Trippy Rare.
Shout out Trippy, man.
Shout out to
If you don't know who
Trippy.
Trippy is, every episode you watch that's well edited and it's on the masterclass.
Yeah.
Trippy, shout out to Trippy,
Yeah,
man.
Trippy is a dope producer. He's a trapper, and he's an editor. He's the guy who edits the masterclass. You know,
No, when you say he's a trapper,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Like what? Like trapping as in he traps in the music, or
he
is
traps
a
in
trapper
the music. Yeah.
as in like lean all day?
No.
Just smoking weed
Music,
with the
musically.
boys, not making music.
Yeah.
That's trapping too, right?
Yeah, obviously they trap has there's a trap culture. You
Okay.
know?
And Trippy's music is mainly
Yeah, they
towards-
drink lean, dye your hair purple or pink or orange. That's trap.
I hear
Yeah,
that.
he's a trapper.
What do you think of the trap culture in South Africa? Is there one even?
Have you ever seen any trap house?
No, I don't mean that kind of trap. I mean the music.
No, the music comes from the street. So
Okay,
if
I
we're
got
doing
you.
music, but
Word,
we
but
not,
we don't have- we don't
but
have
we
this
don't
shit.
have, then that's some fake bullshit. I'm saying,
I know someone who would agree with you fully on that. He was telling me as well.
Yeah.
You know, that these South African young kids need to stop trapping. And if they're gonna do it, they need to localize it fully. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So I like what Trippy does because he does a bit of both.
Yes.
You know, he keeps it local.
Yeah.
And he also, you know, just traps.
Yeah.
When he wants to. So I'm proud of him. Shout out to Trippy.
Trippy will be like, yo, here's some gin, dog. Like, nah, I got my limb.
Got my lean, son. I'm trapping, boy.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, do your thing. We're not telling people what to do.
Fuck,
Do
we're
your
not
thing.
there. We're not,
yeah.
It's not high school here.
Yeah. But shout out to
Live your
Trippy.
life.
Shout out
Live
to
your goddamn
Trippy.
life.
He did the background music for women in hip hop.
Oh,
The sound,
shout
the
out,
background
shout out.
music
Yeah.
was done by Trippy. He's got some videos on YouTube as well. If you're into trap music, check that out. Trippy Rare.
Big Trippy.
Yeah.
Alright, dog. Let's review some music. Can I get my phone, please? Dog?
Let's review some music.
Shout out to Slick.
Slick, don't talk.
Slick apparently also wants to be on the free period. Save my phone.
Slick is a producer too.
I know.
Yeah.
What sound
I
guy
will
is not a producer?
Well,
dog?
we'll profile him.
Thank you, Machi. Appreciate it.
We already
I
profiled
wanted to get my
Malefactor.
phone. Big shout out Malefactor. He
Aight.
also sponsors. He gives us money on the group and
On the channel.
You good up, boy.
Shout out to DJ Malefactor.
Yeah, dog. I wanted to pull up the checklist.
Yeah.
Someone we haven't spoke about in a man. He's been quiet, but also doing his job. being
Yeah.
independent.
He's been doing his thing.
Big shout out to Flex Rabanyan.
Yeah.
Checked out his
Flex
new one.
Rabba Easy. He dropped an EP called
1452, no?
1457.
57.
Yeah.
Got you. I want to pull out the checklist. So
Yeah, he's
Go with
from
some-
KZN. Richards Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Winner of the hustle.
Winner of the hustle.
Got a lot of money. Didn't take it, nah? Didn't take the record deal.
To sign or not to sign.
He didn't sign.
He decided not
And
to sign.
that was like an offer on the table. The man went through a whole competition
Yeah.
that the prize is to sign. And then he said, fuck yo, I ain't signing this shit. Take my car and get out of here. Give me that ride.
Do you think that was a good decision?
Like we're gonna go back to our topic. We can't call it. Was it or wasn't it? Because
think
he could've got to the label, got fucked up, or it could have just been who he is today.
I think it was a good decision because he was supposed to sign with Fifth Season,
Yeah,
and Fifth Season currently
it's an agency,
is an agency, is no longer a record label.
which is crazy, right?
Where would that left him?
He would have had to leave. They had to drop
You know
it.
what I'm
right?
saying? So
He thought
shout out, Rabaizi.
Do you think that? Sorry. Do you think it's a good move for the way he is today? Because I mean, like we listening to his stuff, but I don't know how hard Flex is, you know, even on the streets anymore.
I think he's back on the come up.
Okay.
You know, he could have been there, but he decided to take a longer route.
And that's okay, doggy.
That's okay.
And this album for me,
I love it, man.
this new Flex,
1457.
You know why I really fuck with this one?
Yeah.
It's because the man's telling stories and he can
He's
rap.
telling stories,
He
man.
can rap like, and I understand, you know.
He hit me from track 1, like no more status update. I was like, okay,
that was nice.
all right,
That was
yeah,
nice, dog.
you
The
know,
beats on there,
and
fine,
the
production
whole
was dope.
tape is nice. Like I won't front.
You
I
know, like
didn't
we-
skip any track. It's 5 tracks. It's an EP, but
I
banging.
really enjoyed it. For
But
me, it
banging.
makes me feel like when he does come out, I'm hoping he does with
Yeah.
another album. It's gonna be fire, dog.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fire. I'm just worried about if people are trying to hear him. You know what I mean? Like you can listen to this album, but I don't know if people are gonna.
He's gonna
listen to this album.
need an aggressive marketing, ambush marketing
as an independent.
as an independent. Yeah,
So he needs about
like
50K a month just to get his shit going.
compilers to pay attention, like TV producers to pay attention, all these gatekeepers to pay attention.
Do you think
That's gonna be an uphill?
Do you think they semi blackballed him You know what I mean? Like a young black ball for the boy. After the whole car thing, and then when he had the back and forth the threes, you know what I mean? Like, the culture almost cancelled him too. You know what I mean? Like, we all stopped fucking with Flex at some point for no reason.
No. Come on, pedos.
What's up?
Come on, man.
What's up?
I'm saying, we didn't stop fucking with him because he didn't sign. We were like shocked. What's this kid doing? You know, this is an opportunity. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What about his music? Did we love his music when he came out the house? Because I also feel like after you were in the high school, because people hear you rapping, right? And
Yeah.
You got the skill set. Then you come out, and was his music hot when he came out the crib? That's what I'm trying to find out.
The music didn't get out there.
Didn't get us.
Yes. It could have been it could have been dope. You can have dope music, but if it's not out there, nobody's gonna say your music is dope if only 100 people listen to it. You know?
Well, those 100 people are gonna love it, though.
Yeah, they're gonna love it, but as an artist, are you happy
Yeah.
with 100 people listening to your music? They're gonna say your music is dope, but how far does it get?
That's the thing. That's what I kind of felt when I was listening to this album. That's why I'm like, it's such a good album, because like the emotions that I go through it, and just because you know who Flex is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You heard the story, you watched him on TV come into the game, you heard the fuck up, you heard him try bounce back. Now you're listening to the music, and I just feel like he did kind of blackball himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By shocking the rest of the world by not signing, which you saying was a good move.
Yeah,
for him
yeah.
today, because now he can make an album like this.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have been able to drop this EP, an EP like this with this kind of story, if he was at fifth
If
season.
it didn't go through that.
Yeah, never.
Yeah,
There's no way you
you
tell
know what I
some of
mean?
these stories if you've never. You gotta be there. You gotta be Flex Rabanyan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Shout out to Flex. I saw him squashing the beef with Reason.
Yeah, it's all good. man.
Yeah,
It's all
on
good.
Twitter, and Reason was like,
I spoke to that guy.
"Yeah, I'm good. I'm
good
good,
with
man.
that guy."
Yeah, we're cool now."
Big shout out to Reason as well, man.
You know?
Friend of the show. You see you, Reasons? Yeah, Doug. Rated.
9 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Why?
Just a bit of hate. Why not? I think it gives
you were-
Flex some energy when they hate on him. You know what I mean?
you a
So I'm
hater.
giving you an 8, my nigga.
Shout out to my homie Raf Bourgeois from
Shout out,
Togoza,
shout out,
1426, one of the homies I grew up with.
Big shout out.
I used
Mr.
to
Boots
play
and on.
basketball with.
Word.
You know.
Oh yeah, you can see homies can ball out.
Yeah.
Y'all thought we don't play basketball in this country.
And shout out to DJ Dollar for organizing this situation.
Letting us come out to his hood.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Your hood.
my hood.
Hopefully you invite us, see your house someday.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
house where Rashid grew up in.
Yeah, a whole tour. Yeah.
Alright, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. Big shout out to the crew and everyone that's pulled up as well. We appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
We gotta go though.
Piss. We out
2
here.
o'clock next week.
I'm from the old school, you know me, all about the culture like Rashid and OG. Like, subscribe, and tell your whole street. Load this next episode with love for the whole team, yeah. Let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments, cause we hearing it. Shout out to OG, shout out to Rash K, set a new standard, other bars in the ashtray.